Hello and welcome back to BattleTech with me, Jordan. Okay, first things first, we need to go to the mech bay because we have a lot of stuff that needs to be sorted out. So let's start with this one. Let's get repairs. Okay, so it's going to be 3 days for that. Okay, and then you're going to be 5 days. Okay, and then you're going to be 7 days. Okay. And then this one needs to be refit. So this is the Centurion. It looks pretty decent, doesn't it? That's probably now going to be one of our best, I would guess. Okay, so got another 22 tons to add to it. Okay, so we could give it a PPC. Pop that in there. Okay. Then I want to give it one of these as well. Be there. Then that's good for getting rid of evasion, I think. Then a laser on there as well. Oh, can I do one or the other? Looks like it. Okay, well let's put the laser in instead. Okay. What else do we have then? Oh, that's going to be in the middle. Okay. We probably got, yeah, you have to go in the middle as well. Okay. Yeah, can't put anything here or here. Okay. So it does need jump jets though. Okay. This mech mounts one or more that requires ammo. Okay, so it's probably the PPC. So we have to put in some PPC ammo. PPC ammo. And we need heat sinks as well. It's gonna be tough. So jump jet there. Jump jet there. Then a heat sink. Okay, and a heat sink. And another jump jet. Okay, then some more heat sinks. Oh, yeah. That'll do, I guess. Then like weapons. We still need LRM ammo, I guess. Here we go, LRM ammo. Okay, and then some more in. We've got 2.5 tons. And then that just gives us the rest in armor. Okay, cool. Ah, so that's what I should have done with other ones that were a little bit under. So just over a month. That's going to be ready.
Right.
Okay, and then we're going to manage tasks. 3, 5, 7, 35. Cool. That's great. Then let's go to the store. Let's see how much the mech will sell for. Wow, that's a lot of money. Wait, but that's a blackjack. Oh, that's buying. Okay. That is a lot of money, but it's not the one that we're selling, unfortunately. Okay. Now, let's be a little underwhelmed by... Well, actually, between them, it's enough for that one. So right now... Yeah, I think that we sell both of them. Because even though like we're getting a lot of repairs and refits done, I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm going into battle with a lot of light mechs that I don't feel confident in, and then getting people injured or killed and stuff. So I think it's better to sell them off. So let's sell that one. And then let's sell this one. Okay, and then we're going to look at the weapons and equipment. Okay, we don't need to sell any of that right now. Let's go to buying though. Just trying to see if there's any kind of plus things. Not at the moment. Okay. What is this though? Oh, upgrades. Okay. Oh, so that would be the ones that would be plus then, I guess. Okay, cool. So maybe we can have a look at that in the future. Now, next, let's go to contracts. So we've got like 7 days before most of our guys are back. Then that one, which is a little harder, it does pay a lot, but I think probably go to this one. So it's going to be 22 days, which means that I think, yeah, Barden and Behemoth will be back by then, and all of our mechs will, almost all of our mechs. The Centurion will be another like 2 weeks after that, but yeah, let's negotiate on this. Okay, we're happy enough with that. Let's accept. So we bought ourselves a bit of breeding room as well, which is good. Organized chaos. In the morning briefing, Yang jumps right in. Commander, the leopard is too small. My mech techs keep tripping over everything. Chief, we talked about this, Darius says in exasperation. We can't exactly knock down any walls. Zoom reinserts herself. What if we move some supplies into our parts, into other parts of the leopard? The bunks, the kitchen, hell. I'll even store some boxes in the cockpit, if it'll help. Yang rubs his chin. Yeah, if I had some breathing room for a week, I could reorganize and make some room for everything to move back. Let's do this one. Over the next several days, everyone helps move all the mech base supplies to other parts of the leopard. As a result, emotions get heated over the following week. Medusa gets particularly upset when he trips over an unexpected box of tools. Before long, however, Yang and his technicians reclaim their supplies. His mood, at least, is much sunnier than everyone else's. When you arrive in the mech bay, he's particularly glowing, and you can see why. The mech bay has never been better organized. Okay, morale goes down by 1, but the company gains +3 tech points boost for 30 days. Okay, cool. Not sure whether it was worth morale going down, but hey ho, let's continue on. Okay, we take the jump ship, then we get our finance report. For once, our money will have actually gone up at the end of a month. I really like the designs of the. I really like the designs of the, like the different things you see in this, like the jump ships and like the big ship, the Argo that we saw. It feels kind of more like the sci-fi. How can I put it? Like, it feels more like the kind of sci-fi that I'm into. So like kind of the Red Dwarf type thing, where like things just feel like that they have a purpose and they're being used when you see the ship. Unlike, say, something like Star Wars, where it almost feels like the ships are designed for just like aesthetics, where obviously someone has thought about what's going on the ship and what function it actually does and stuff, but it just feels like they're made to look very aesthetically pleasing, whereas these ones are kind of more industrialized and actually looks like somebody built it, rather than the other one kind of looks like it was produced, if that makes sense. Like, so kind of more kind of factory type thing, whereas in this one it feels like actual people and engineers did the work. But that's the kind of one I prefer. Anyway, we're almost at 2 million credits, which is fantastic. We could do that, but then we'd be burning through those 2 million credits very quickly, and we don't want to do that. So we're going to continue on. We're going to move the timeline on as well, so Barton and Behemoth will come back. Oh, what's this? The Last Cup. On your way to Leopard's Gallery, you run into Sumeri heading the same way. Commander, it's been a long week. I know I can't make more hours in the day, but I can make more coffee. When you enter the cramped galley, you find Decker and Medusa in a tense standoff in front of a nearly empty coffee pot. Decker sees you. Commander, this is the last of the coffee. The XO says we won't have any more until the next supply run. Medusa shoves his way forward. I got here first, and he almost stole it while I was looking for my favorite mug. Well, let's see. So, first off, I'm not going to take the coffee for myself because I do not drink coffee. I don't like coffee at all. I kind of like this, even just the smell of it really puts me off. So, I'm definitely not going to do that. I could split the coffee between them. I think that's what I'll do. So, you're going to have to share it, guys. Exasperated, you squeeze your way past them into the galley and take 2 cups. Pouring the coffee equally into both, you say, if you can't act like adults, we'll have to resolve this like your children. You hand 1 cup to Decker and 1 to Medusa. Drink up. The next time I send you planet side, I expect you to make every single shot. After they leave, Sumire sighs as she stares at the empty pot. That better have been worth it. Now, excuse me while while I go discuss shopping priorities with Darius. Okay, so they get high spirits for 30 days. Okay, that could be helpful. Okay, and then we're both back on duty and we've just arrived at our destination. We've arrived at Detroit, Commander. Ready to proceed with our current contract? Yes, let's proceed. Okay, now. So that is Jenner. Okay, so that's the one that we got all the parts for. Now we need to decide who's in and who's out. So first of all, you're out and Barden is going in there. Okay, and then I think those two stay out for now. And we go with this team, and then they can just slot in for anyone who gets injured. So let's deploy. Oh, that's a good tip. Melee attacks don't generate heat. So if maybe an enemy is on the ground and you're close and you can't shoot them to finish them, you could go over and just stomp on them a bit. We're looking for a mercenary company to do some covert work for us. We've lost the base to the Free World League and believe local government personnel are being interrogated even now. We can't allow those people to spill their secrets, but it would look bad if we were seen to destroy our own base. We need deniability. We need you to level the base, particularly the storage and communication facilities. We'd appreciate it if you ensure there was no living witnesses. And we'll pay a bonus if you wipe out all the opposition. They're using us so the raid can't be traced to them. Shooting your own people. This is an ugly situation for them to be in. But nobody said the periphery was a safe place to work. Okay, let's begin the mission. Well, I wouldn't want to be one of the people that works for them. The captured base is just up ahead, Commander. Move in, engage the base defenses, and start demolition. The forces that capture the base are still on site, so be ready for opposition. Okay, cool. You hate everything.
I hated my childhood.
Okay, except for coffee, apparently.
Coordinates received.
Okay. Hostile on sensors. So that means Medusa.
Waiting for orders.
Move there. Then
Location confirmed.
oh, he can't. Okay. I was gonna use sensor lock on them, but apparently I'm not allowed to. Let's bring you there then. Then Decker can go there. Okay, so we got vehicles
Order received.
to deal with. Now the thing with vehicles is that there's a mech as well. But I was gonna say the thing with vehicles is that you can think that it's just a vehicle, but they can do decent amount of damage to you if you don't kind of treat them with respect. It's not a good idea just to dismiss them. Okay, then we got a vehicle coming from that way as well. Okay, so next Medusa should move.
Receiving you.
Now, can we use sensor lock this time? Yes, you can. Good. Let's sense lock you. Good.
Sensors locked on.
Now. Glitch. Oh, it's their turn. Okay. I was trying to activate her. But it was their turn. Okay, so
Good to
you
go.
can now move. Yeah, move to there. You're gonna get 2 evasion. And then you can shoot at him.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Okay, so it's a light mech.
Here we go.
Did some damage to it. And Barden. Get you forward. And then... Oh, you can't. Okay, so just brace. Right. Okay, so Decker.
Orders?
Yeah, Decker's gonna go there. And hopefully deal with the vehicle.
Confirmed.
Or one of the vehicles. I think I just saw a mech on the far side as well.
Engaging with target.
Cool.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Now, yeah, I think maybe it's not, but I thought I saw a mech briefly on the far side there. Right, so let's move glitch forward.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yes, go from there.
Moving out.
Okay, all good chances. Let's do it.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Okay, we have... Okay, got this coming as well. Okay, now Medusa is going to move
Yes, Commander.
and get an attack on you.
Move orders.
Because we can get rid of the mech, it'll be really good. Okay,
Taking a shot.
then Barden. No, he still can't hit you from there. Okay. I think most... Let's see. Oh, a lot of these are long range, but he just can't see you, I guess. Or whatever. Something's not working anyway. Okay, that's the vehicle on that side, yeah. I think he can handle that though. Yep. Oh, and
Showing
there's something
minor
else shooting.
damage.
Okay, so you definitely need to move when you get the chance. Okay,
Come on,
so
MechWarriors.
Decker,
It's go time.
Receiving you.
let's move you to there.
Coordinates received.
Oh, that wasn't very smart. Should have made sure you had a shot on it. I was just looking at the evasion he's gonna get. Okay, so this dude is moving forward. Already see he's got a bit of damage on him. Okay, now glitch. It's gonna move to here.
I hear ya.
Give us a good shot
Got
on
it.
you. Okay, can't quite see that guy, so can't use multi-shot just yet. Let's just try and do as much damage to you as we can.
This
Okay, there we go. You're done. Yeah.
should have run when you had the chance.
Okay, now that vehicle, one of the guys can probably take out. Okay, so Barden's going to move this way to get a shot on them. Okay.
All weapons committed.
Nice. Then Medusa,
Enemy unit destroyed.
hopefully you can do the same to them.
Yeah? Position confirmed.
Cool.
Attacking from the
Scratch another target.
Now,
Vehicle
we need to
down.
get to the base. Base is over there. Okay, we got a turret.
Location confirmed. On it. Ready for orders.
What can I do for
to
you?
There.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna see what damage you can do to the turret.
Time to
That's
die.
pretty good damage. Okay,
Bye-bye.
now it's about getting your buildings really. Oh, she can move again. Okay,
Waiting for
don't
orders.
know why? Oh, probably because we're not in battle time, I guess. Or whatever you want to call it.
Commander?
Let's just actually get everyone else
On my way.
to where she is,
What do you need?
and she can brace,
Coordinates received.
and then we're all starting pretty close to each other. Okay. Okay, let's start there. Enemy contact, lots of turrets. Okay, so we're not going to get to shoot this turn whatever happens, so
Roger that.
just move people up.
Aye, aye. Standing by.
Okay, and then next turn we should be able to start shooting the buildings.
Waiting for orders.
He's actually pretty good at demolition.
Locked on.
I'm reading heavy heavy damage to an
We'll
enemy
definitely
structure.
try.
Bring it down.
Now, glitch. Bring you
Good to
there.
go.
Okay, then I want you to
On
do
my way.
multi-target. Okay, and then we're gonna make you B and C. Nice.
Line them up and I'll shoot.
Structure down. It's history.
Okay, and let's move forward with you.
Engaging target.
And I think Medusa might have enough to bring that one down.
Commander. Taking the shot.
There we go. Okay, so just the tower left now.
One less structure. Standing
Can't
by.
quite get there.
Moving out.
Okay, she can definitely.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh, actually, she can't. Okay, so let's work on the turrets. Again, multi-target A and B, and then we're just gonna. Okay, well, we can only see A with one, so let's see that.
No problem. I've got enough gun for everyone.
Okay, that turret's gone. Now,
Gotcha.
let's move up. Okay, you will be able to see the final building. Thought it was this, but it's not. It's actually somewhere in the corner, I guess.
Engaging target.
But it wasn't it. Okay.
Destroyed.
I think it's that one. But I'm just not getting the target for it. Let's start taking down turrets anyway. And then we can more easily decide what we're supposed to do and not do from
Acknowledge.
there. Certainly is.
That turret is
Okay.
gone.
We get some damage. There, Decker, buddy.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
Okay. Oh, there's the building. Okay. Well, let's take out the turret though. Just make it easier. Remove the building.
That turret is gone.
Engaging target.
Okay, almost gone. Let's let Medusa. She's in such a happy mood.
Yep.
finish it off. Good.
Affirmative.
Okay. Yep.
Method inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
Payday.
Well done. You managed to wipe out the up four out. I can do an extract right now. No need to get to our planned LZ. Yep, because we took them all out before we got to the building. Cool.
Mission successful.
Okay, we get our 100 grand out of that. Everyone gets a little XP. And no injuries and no damage, really. Okay, and then we get... Whoa, we're going to get another mech, which is good. I think we take you as well. Okay, confirm that. Get a bunch of other nice stuff. And we go on our way. Okay, so another nice mech. Beautiful. So yeah, we kind of hopefully gonna have a rotation now of new mechs coming. Not every mission, but maybe one a month or one every 6 weeks or so. Be good. Lady Arano's contract to liberate Weldry is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when you think we're ready. So basically when we're ready to... Cool. So when we feel like we've progressed enough, because it's obviously going to be a new difficulty for us. Our MechWarriors are gaining experience and need your guidance, Barton. If you head to the barracks, you can direct their training. Cool. I was going to do that. Now, you're a locust, so you're the one that goes to storage. So we could scrap it. I don't know for how much, so let's choose you. 140 grand to scrap it, or send it to storage, and we get slightly more. I think if we sell it, let's actually check. Go to the store. Then selling Mechs. Yeah, we get more for selling it. Okay, so we sell that as well. Okay, we're doing really good business this month, aren't we? Okay, now barracks. Let's see what we're gonna do with people. So I have 900 to spend. I think gunnery would be a good idea for me. Behemoth.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Piloting.
Ready for orders.
She's got guts. I think I'm gonna go for that. Yeah. So I want, then we can have an option of having a second person who can do multi-target. Okay, then
MechWarrior
Decker.
training complete.
Orders?
Okay, so he's got sure footing. Then maybe bulwark. Okay, and
Training complete.
then let's increase his gunnery a bit. Okay, cool. Now, Doc.
Training confirmed, Commander.
So I think I'm gonna go down tactics
Waiting
with
for
her.
orders.
So
MechWarrior
we can give her some
complete.
piloting though. Then glitch.
Training complete.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
get her some guts and some piloting. Okay, then Medusa,
Training confirmed, Commander.
you're going to go further down the tactics. Okay. There we go. So everyone is trained.
MechWarrior training complete.
We then, let's see. I want to have a look at the star map. So that's a priority mission. There's a contract. So we've got, let's see, just trying to work out, I guess this area now is where we're allowed to go. And her ones, we can maybe go a little bit outside, possibly. Okay. Then, what if we talk to her? You did good work back in Axelis. If you hadn't gotten Dr. Morad and our crew down safely, none of us would have made it off that rock. Just doing my job, Commander. You MechWarriors are the ones who take all the real risks. Actually, I take that back. This job puts all of us at risk. You know what I'm talking about? The pirate point. I don't know how much you know about misjumps, but, well, they're really, really bad. You could wind up in the heart of a star or in the middle of nowhere, crashed on some godforsaken rock. With my luck, a rock that's infested with fetid, screeching, mite-infested birds. Come on, Mayor, that sounds a little far-fetched. Maybe, maybe not. Look, it was an unbelievable risky jump. That's all I'm saying. I'm just glad that we all made it through in one piece. Okay. I'm collecting stories about the crew. Tell me something about yourself. Well, I'm from a noble family, like you. We're old money, made our fortune out in Rasselhague, then repatriated to the Taurian Concordiat. That's where I grew up. I'm not sure if this is the kind of stuff you were hoping to hear, but we can talk about whatever. I'm not shy. Where in the Concordat are you from? I grew up on New Vanderberg. It's a nice enough place, I suppose. Do you like birds? She doesn't like birds, so I'm just going to say, not particularly. Then do yourself a favor and avoid New Vandenberg. Avoid it like the plague. Something like 2/3 of the native fauna have feathers, flutters on the wind, and splatters its excrement across every available surface. Naturally, the original colonists adopted the feathery little monsters into the culture, and those of us that came after were kind of stuck with it. Statues, fountains, murals, you name it. Just a giant feather pile of screeching alien birds. If the system had a motto, it'd be squawk. Cute. Maybe if I hadn't grown up with it. Where'd you learn to pilot a leopard anyway? The Taurian Naval Institute on New Vandenberg. Well, among other places. It's a big campus. The low-gravity training station orbiting Lompak was my second home for a time. T&I flight training isn't usually open to civilians, but my parents had good credit back then, and they could name drop Protector Calderon. That'll get you pretty far in the Concordat, for a while anyway. The other cadets in my class weren't especially happy sharing air with a civvy, but they couldn't say much. I was nobility and they weren't. Everyone sort of kept me at arm's length, so I had plenty of time to concentrate on my studies. What can you tell me about House Mayor? You're looking at it. My parents are both gone, blood cancer and heart disease respectively. both treatable, but they were out of money at that point, so into the ground they went. Ditto my brother David, who ran off to serve in the Third Succession War and never came back. That's a rough break. It is what it is. To be perfectly honest, I was never really all that close to any of them. David was 13 years older than me, and had a foot out the door before I turned 3, and my parents, well, they raised me by proxy, in the traditional noble fashion. There was no real bond there, even when I was young. None of this is to say that my folks were bad people. They weren't. They were just doing what they knew. Their upbringings had been outsourced, just like mine was. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about my family. They've gone, I'm here. The end. So, you got another question? Or should we get back to our duties? Your family came from Razzlehague? It was a long time ago, but yeah, as my parents told it, we were landowners on Pomme de Terre. It's an agricultural world, sort of the breadbasket of the Draconis combined. And yes, I know that Pomme de Terre means potato. My ancestors came from the planet Potato. It took time for me to accept that, but hey, here we are. Anyway, moving on, House Mayor's holdings were meager, but the value of that land was astronomical. For minor nobility, we were really very wealthy. And then the Third Succession War broke out, and the political rhetoric got ugly. House Mayor didn't want a single part of what was happening, so my ancestors emptied their accounts and ran. As a rule, House Kurita takes a really dim view of nobles who cut and run. Words like traitor and defector start getting thrown around. In the Combine, you really don't want to be on the receiving end of allegations like that. I wouldn't be standing here today if House Calderon hadn't granted my ancestors asylum in the Concordat. In all likelihood, House Mayor would have been wiped out before I was even born. I'd like to talk about something else. Okay, so what else do you have to talk about? I've got some questions about navigation. Sure, ask away. I mean, it's kind of important that you understand what you're doing. So, if I can help with that, I'm all for it. Okay, navigation, how do we get from system to system? The short answer is that you pick a destination on the star map and I make it happen. Interstellar travel takes time, sometimes weeks, and it'll cost us sea bills for fuel and passage on the jump ship. But it's the only way for an outfit like ours to survive out here. We go where the work is. What intel can I get about a system before choosing to go there? Enough to make a reasonable, informed choice, I think. The star map makes political boundaries clear, so you'll know whose space we're entering. I've programmed the star map to lock out travel to systems designated as no-fly zones. We're looking for work, not an interstellar incident. Beyond political boundaries, the nav system will highlight political factions active in the system. That should give you a good idea of who's hiring. It's probably a good idea to check our reputation with the local factions before ordering a long voyage. There's got to be more intel than just local politics. There is. As you select systems on the star map, you see a list of the attributes the MERCnet database associates with them. Attributes like black market or poor are clues to local store contents, the type of mercs we'll find in hiring halls, contracts who may be offered, and potential mission environments. If you hover over an attribute, the star map will display a longer description for you. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Beyond the political factions, and perhaps the most important to watch for, is the difficulty rating of the merc contracts we'll find there. The MRB maintains a standardized rating system, so folks like us who are trawling MERCnet for jobs can weigh the risks before accepting a contract. Okay, cool. So we might talk to her about that at some other point, but we've got to go right at the moment. So cheers for the chat, and we'll talk to you again soon. Yeah, sure, anytime, Commander. Commander Markham never really paid much attention to this kind of stuff, so your interest is a welcome change. Good to know. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this one. I hope you have enjoyed and hope to see you all next time. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button there on the right, or checking out some other videos here on the left, or perhaps you might even share with some friends.